NASA has plans to establish a permanent lunar outpost by the end of this decade, and human Mars exploration will follow. But as they establish base camps beyond Earth, human settlers in space will need to bring with them an ecosystem that includes animals. After all, animals can help perform vital tasks, like pollinating insects, shrimp, and fish that can be grown in small spaces and used as a food source, or tiny water bears that can teach us how to withstand radiation. So which animals should colonize the Moon, Mars, and beyond with astronauts? There is little consensus yet. According to most scientists, detailed ecosystems beyond Earth are still far ahead and in the realm of science fiction rather than active scientific research. But even without much research, it is clear that the central force of the universe could be a major obstacle. That is gravity. Mars's gravity is about 1/3 of Earth's, and the Moon's gravity is 1/6 of Earth's. Habitats can be constructed to accommodate the temperatures, pressures, and atmospheric compositions to which Earthlings are accustomed, but it is not possible to alter gravity. Changing gravity could affect muscle and bone development, preventing Martian animals from standing or walking properly. Under these conditions, small animals, perhaps mice and aquatic life, are probably the best option. Given these challenges of space, simpler animals, such as insects or crustaceans, would likely be more resilient and could be used as protein sources in these spaceborne environments. Space settlements will also require resource conservation and high efficiency. Scientists predict that since fish and other aquatic animals are powered by buoyancy, gravitational changes probably won't have much of an impact on their development. Fish may also make good space husbandry because they are more efficient at feeding and produce less waste than their terrestrial counterparts, according to a 2021 review in the journal Frontiers in Astronomy and Space Sciences. Since 2019, the Lunar Hatch program has been investigating the feasibility of sending fish eggs into space for programmed incubation. If fish can survive launch and spaceflight, they would be a more efficient, high-protein, and low-waste food source than land-based livestock, according to the 2021 review. Insects are also creatures that can live in space, according to a 2020 report by the University of South Australia and the International Astronautical University in France. The report suggests that insects such as crickets, Acheta domesticus, are the most affordable insects, offering a good source of protein while using less space and water than traditional protein sources. In a closed-loop life support system, insects can provide important services such as pollination, soil turnover, and debris removal, and can be a backup food source if crops fail. Scientists also think shrimp could be grown in small tanks and also used as part of a plant-growing aquaponics system. For colonization of the Moon, researchers are tracking tardigrades, often called water bears. These tiny, hardy creatures have already demonstrated the ability to withstand extreme conditions such as extreme heat, extreme cold, radiation, and the vacuum of space. Past missions have shown that these tiny creatures can still survive and reproduce without any adverse effects during spaceflight, even after spending 12 days in the vacuum of space. There are even some dehydrated and possibly dead tardigrades on the Moon following the crash landing in 2019. Although they do not directly serve the human ecosystem, studying tardigrades in space could reveal how they withstand extreme conditions, such as radiation, and how we might be able to mimic this trait in other organisms. In summary, NASA and many private companies will take many steps towards establishing bases in space in the next 10 years. And providing resources to these space bases from the world is a very costly business. Therefore, the creatures that can be used to establish ecosystems in space are insects and fish. They are both productive and one of the most important creatures in an ecosystem. Yeah, which animals will be the first to live on the Moon and Mars? We have come to the end of the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.